bits. Everything's going as planned. How do I keep it that way? Keep the Glock in my hand. I did some things I regret. Fucking my nigga girl, sorry the pussy too wet. Niggas be talking that shit. I got authority, I put that shit right to his lip. Pussy, you think you a pimp? You a little bitch. You a little ass little chimp. It ain't no mistake. I'm cool on the outside, inside, filled with rage. His bitch ass soul I ate. The pole I raped. I told y'all stay. Now you gon' pay. Now y'all gon' get it. I love you, bitch. Nah, I'm just kidding. They love how I switch and now I'm just spinning. Got so much to say about me like it was written. I swear gay, but I don't like to boat. I don't like y'all niggas, y'all doing the most. My niggas be running around with a toast. I'm carrying guns and I don't got a host. Can't talk to y'all niggas cause y'all niggas fame. These bitches be having my name on they post. I fucked on that same my little hoe, then I ghost. I know you tryna hold it, I go dispose it. They used to laugh at me like I was joking. Now they attracted me like I ain't chosen. I saw the niggas some shit gave me token. Try bring it back to me like it was broken. This is a masterpiece, we taking over. Yeah, this is a masterpiece, we taking over. Yeah, this all masterpiece. I'ma run up on a nigga with a golden piece. Yeah, she suck on my dick and you kissed her. This ain't no motherfucking mouth, this a Swift. I'm smoking the wood, this ain't no swisher. When she with me, I know that you miss her. You was my nigga, why did you switch her? Now I gotta blow your brains out like Skitcher. You was behind, you need to catch up. Now I'm hanging with BG, I don't switch her. When you open your mouth, everyone like answers. That's why I hit from the back like an ambush. That's why my homie told your bitch and gave her back. Now you can't tell by that part that my man's took. We don't fuck with you cause we like to chop. You claim that you walking around with a chopstick. We heard you was walking around on some option. No, I got that shit on me, gave me no option. Bitch, when you shoot, better hope that they hit me. The chopper is seen, just like it's with. Pull up to the scene, that chopper come with. You know when I shoot, I'm taking the kid. Me popping that soup at the top and kick. If I'm rocking with you at the top, when we with. If my dog ever suit, better leave quickly. My dog go Scooby-Doo, Jilly, but mischief. I ain't just been at home doing nothing. I'm getting funded like I'm a company. Just say he won't bump me, but he gon' jump me. He won't even jump it. That boy running. Funny ass shit. Ooh, it's so funny how these niggas act.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is DJ Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks! Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Touchdown! That's caught. Robert Woods, 52 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a loss on the play. These two teams all tied after one. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Brandon Powell. This is taken at the 23. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So Pete Carroll always... Welcome back, everyone, to Lumen Field here in Seattle. It's Seahawk football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They run for it with Carson. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Three yards remain for second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The final shot before the break. Stafford airing it out deep for Woods. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return is Brandon Powell. And able to get this out to the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, Charles, tying game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carson will take the handoff out of the action play. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Second and 9. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Stafford. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have taken the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson on the move to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Stopped short of the 25. The 2nd effort couldn't free him. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Stafford. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down with Akers. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 21-10, a minute 47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. This complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.